Okay, good evening everyone. First and foremost, this is another Rogelio Rodriguez production. As you know, my year 2000 GMC Safari van is under construction. Fully gutted. Got the shit taken out right here. Got the shit taken out right there. So today, I use this shit. It is a primer. Okay, white, tintable, 1 gallon. It's an oil base, low VOC product, and if you see that right there, that's the reason I purchased it. It was made by a company called Rust-Oleum. As we all know, Rust-Oleum is famous for taking care of steel. It says you could put it on any surface, but you know, I throw it on steel. I ground down all the adhesive when I got my van. The Explorer conversion van company fucking threw adhesive on this shit, and then they stuck a bunch of shit everywhere. Like the whole sides right here had fiberglass on this side, on the roof, and on that top part right there. So had to take all that adhesive off. Took me days to grind it down to the bare metal. Took me a couple hours to paint just this bottom part. I did the top part. See the top? So I did that, and then on top of that, there's another like top part, that the original van roof. I did that also. So I primered the top, this bottom piece of the top, and then the top part of the top. Because like I said, my ultimate goal is when this is all, because I'm gonna hit all this too. I just ran out of time, so I got to go up that pillar this way. So I think my next mission, after this is all dry, I'm gonna start here, come this way. That's finished. Start here, close the van door, of course. I'm gonna do that door over there, these doors, because I just want the lizard skin sound control to have something to grab onto. They say you don't have to, but fuck, if I already got the primer, why not? Oh, and I want you guys to know, just for, you know, the hell of saying it, this is 1 gallon. Hold on, fuck. Anyway, I got about a quarter of it left, not even that, an eighth. I'd say an eighth of this can left. So it's not empty, but the job's not going to be finished with 1 gallon. So if you have an Astro van or a GMC Safari van and you're painting the inside of it, 1 gallon ain't going to cut it. 1 gallon's going to be good for the firewall, the doghouse, and this bottom part, and the real wells. That's it. That's 1 gallon. If you want to do the whole shit, I'd say 1.5 gallons, but they don't sell 1.5 gallons, so I'm going to buy another gallon. This shit goes for like, I want to say 40 bucks. Out the door, with tax and everything, is like 40 bucks. Because it's like 30 something bucks plus tax. So I'm going to go to Home Depot and get me another one of these. And then on my neck, well, maybe on my next day off is Wednesday. I'm not going to wait all the way till Wednesday. I'll probably do a little bit here and there, because the sanding was a hard part. That shit's already done. All I need to do is hit the steel right before I'm going to apply the primer. Hit the steel with, the homie said use, what do you say? Man, I'm tired. What the fuck? Acetone. He goes, hit the steel with that light acetone and a rag. And he's right. I did that, and the primer sticks so much easier than just leaving it all dusty, you know? So I'm gonna hit it with light acetone and a rag. I'm gonna do this part, that part, this part, just primer, you know, that white primer. And then all this other shit, the steel primer. Then I'm gonna lizard skin just the steel, like this, what's it called? Fiberglass top. I'm not gonna lizard skin that, because I'm gonna replace that top anyway with a taller one. So why waste the lizard skin? So if I have leftover lizard skin after I do the whole inside, I'm gonna go under and do the bottom part of the, under this, like under the van, the bottom part, I guess, whatever. And yeah, so that's where we're at right now, guys. I got the whole floor with the Rust-Oleum primer. And that was my main goal, because in case it rains, I heard even though it's fucking summertime, I heard there's supposed to be thunderstorms coming. I'm in California, and there's some crazy weather sometimes, you know. So they said thunderstorms are coming, and that's, you know, it's not ideal for when you're painting the van. Hold on, let me go this way. Okay, yeah, see the whole, look at, there's supposed to be like an armrest here. That metal thing, I took it off. This shit's all fucked up, but hey, all this could be replaced. Don't even trip. I got all the parts still. I just gotta MacGyver it a little bit, make it work again. I hit the doghouse, you know? And like I said, no one's gonna see this. I just put it on real thick. It looks all goppy and goopy. I don't give a fuck. I want to put a thick layer because this is supposed to be my base coat of primer, and it's an oil base. So when it dries, you'll be able to fucking just wipe all this shit off, like, you know? Because it's an oil-based paint. So you'll be able to wipe it down. But you won't see that. It's gonna be this. Then the next step is going to be lizard skin sound control. And then the next step is going to be lizard skin ceramic. And then the next step is going to be, the top layer is going to be something called kills. I'll show you all these products before I put them on. I'll show you the cans or the jars or whatever I got. And then when I put it on, I'll show it to you. I'll be like, hey, this is what it is and this is how it looks. And then it's still wet. Otherwise I would knock on it like that. Ta, ta, ta. What I should have did is knock on it when it was hollow. Because even though it's just primer, it's a thick, if you see that's a thick ass primer, and it's going to make it more sturdy and more solid. But I don't really care. I just want to show. I'm not that kind of like, oh yeah, I made it so much better. Like, nah. I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing. Is it a crazy idea? Fuck yeah. Is it going to work? I don't fucking know. I live my life by trial and error. And if I get a hair up my ass and I think it's a good idea, I'm going to do it. And if I'm wrong, well then I'll live with the consequences. Haha. See, so I got all in there too. Oh yeah, I got this thing, that little black plastic thing. I said fuck, and it hit a little bit of the primer on there too, because I said fuck it, that thing's all black, you know. And I'm not really into darkness and gloom and all that. I wanted to lighten it up in case I decide to put like some type of fucking fluorescent light under there. It'll bounce off white better than it'll bounce off black, you know, that black plastic. I'd rather have it white. So when I buy that second coat, that second gallon, I'm going to do the fine details on this. Make sure it looks legit. Maybe even pull the doghouse off and paint it all the way white. I just wanted to make sure that this shit, the floor part where your feet go, had a nice thick coat. Because you know sometimes when it rains and you go in your car and your feet are all wet, I don't want that moisture getting to the steel. I want the steel to be protected. And from what I can see right here, that steel is going to be pretty fucking protected, you know? So it is what it is. And I'm making this video just to share the journey. Like I said, this shit is my journey. Do I know what I'm doing? Fuck no. Am I a professional anything? Actually, I'm a professional human being. I know how to be a decent guy and be real with it and not fucking fake the funk and say I'm all this or all that. Let me see. You know, that's what I know how to do. Let me see. What's in here? Anyway. Yeah, that's what I know how to do. But anything else is just for the birds. You know? I'm not a fucking expert painter but, you know, when I'm done, I'm hoping this shit is going to be really cool to drive. I know that shit starts right up a whole nother project I'm not even going to get into because, well, I mean, if I do it, I'll keep you guys posted. But when I do the under part of this shit, I'm going to drop the gas tank because the gas tank is right under here, right? And it takes up a big ass space. So if I drop the gas tank and pull it out, I'll be able to hit a bigger surface with the fucking the primer first, and then with the fucking lizard skin sound control. And then if I have enough, because I know for sure they got a lot of sound control, but do I have enough ceramic insulation? I'm not sure. So the ceramic insulation, I'm going to use everything I got to do the inside first. And if I have extra, I'll do ceramic insulation on the bottom as well. Because the more shit I could put on the van to protect the van, just the more time I'm going to have with the quality vehicle that's not all fucked off, you know? So, just keeping you guys posted and letting you guys know. Oh, like I said, this thing right here, my rear AC system, I have it all plugged up because I don't want to. These two things are the where the cold air blows out, and I have air ducting that goes. So it goes back there, and then you run it up, and then you run the air ducting this way, and I'm gonna show you that too. See, as you see right now, this shit's gutted. It ain't got nothing. Oh, that's all sanded down. All this shit, that fiberglass top, I sanded it down because it's gonna be a while till I can afford to upgrade to that 30-inch high top. So I'm gonna be living with this one for at least a year or two. So I'm gonna end up painting this white with that Kills product, that one that's mold and mildew resistant. It's also an oil base. I already have it. So I'm gonna paint that all white, make it look more, you know, more cheerful in here. I don't want it to be all fucking gloomy and death and distortion and all that. Fuck that. I want to live life and enjoy life and bring light into my life, you know. Shit like that. Anyway, so yeah, that's where we're at, and that's all it is, really. Let me see. All right, guys, I gotta go. It's a work in progress. The van is under construction, and thank you for joining me on this journey. Let me see. Can you even see this shit? There you go. You can get a good shot of that. So this is the van fully gutted under construction. And I'm prepping for lizard skin sound control and lizard skin ceramic. I still got a lot of fucking... I'm glad too that I did this primer. Because as bullshit a job as the primer was, it's going to be fucking even more bullshit doing the lizard skin. Because I got to spray that shit on. And so there's a lot more stuff that I want to cover up. And I'm glad that I got a chance to do this. I'll even show you this too. Because look, remember how I sanded all this down because it had that spray on adhesive? I got that primer too, and I'm gonna throw a thicker coat on there, make sure it looks like a nice even coat when I get that second gallon and crack it open. I don't know when. It probably is gonna be my next day off because this is too much work to do it after work. It just is, to fucking crack open that can and clean off the brushes and clean off myself and have enough time to get some sleep for the next day. It's a lot of shit. So yeah, this is where we're at. This is what we're doing. Basically, that paint's still wet, so I gotta let this van air out till at least, it's like 8 o'clock right now, so I'm gonna let it air out till like 9 o'clock. And it won't be dry, but at least fucking it aired out for a while. Let it air out, and then it'll be dry probably in a day or two, or who knows when, but yeah. And that, yes, that is another Astro van over there. So this one is a GMC Safari, and that's the Chevy Astro. So we got both, 1 and 1. If you can tell, I like these things, but you know, that's just one man's opinion. All right, guys, I gotta go. I'm gone. Have a good day.